How do you express subtract 2, then divide by 5 using function notation? We have 4 possible answer choices. One of them is the correct answer. Let's see what we can do. Now, function notation is just a fancy way for saying we must apply a certain rule. And the number one rule that you will see in your class has the rule denoted as a lowercase f. F for function. Now, usually the variable that goes with that rule, majority of the time, is x. So, when you are in your classes, chances are you will see this f of x over and over and over again. That's the number one type of function notation. But as I look over here, it could be different ones. It could be f of x, but you could also have other rules, aka other functions as well. The function s, p, or g, and we're using the variable t, z, or v as well. But the main part here is we must just match up the exact rules with the formula. So let's get on into it. We want to subtract 2 first, right? Then, only after that, right? If they say then, that basically means afterwards. So first we want to subtract 2, and then we want to divide by 5. But now we say to ourselves, well, subtract what by 2, right? What are we subtracting? It must be all the possibility of numbers, right? That's the variable. That's where the variable comes in. And I highly recommend you using a variable that you know and love, right? Which is the x value. And then it would be easy to just match up or link up what is happening here. Now, we want to subtract 2 from the number, right? Or from the variable. So maybe I'll say subtract 2 from what? Right? Subtract 2 from what? The variable. So I have my variable, and then I will be subtracting 2, minus 2. Notice how I start with my variable first, and then I subtract 2, right? Literally, the wording here means subtract came first, and then the number 2. There had to have been something here that fits that relationship. So that's why it's x minus 2 and not 2 minus x. So once we have that piece of information, go through your lists and see if maybe we could cancel stuff out. So for the top one, the top function, s of t, here is my variable t minus 2. So that's subtract by 2. Let's keep that one in. The next one, what is going on here? The variable is z, and it's being squared, not subtracted by 2. So this goes bye-bye. Next, we have the g of v, 5 divided by v minus 2. So that has the x minus 2 idea, so let's keep it. And the same thing for the bottom one. It has that x minus 2, so we're just going to leave it. Now, let's go forward. Then, after we do this, we must divide by 5. Now, the idea here is that if I want to ensure that this whole thing is being done first, if you want to put it in parentheses, you can, but you do not have to if you don't want to. But the idea is that after we do this whole thing, we're going to take this whole thing and divide by 5. Now, this could be written another way, right? Could be the same thing as saying x minus 2 all divided by 5. If you want to put the parentheses in, you can, but you do not have to. But that is the idea, that now I'm saying divided by 5, the 5 must be on the bottom. So here we go. Again, this one has nothing to do with division. So that's out. There's no division in that one. And now you're down to these two. keep in mind the same way that we found out subtract 2, you could also do it with divide by 5. Literally, the term divide was first, and then comes the 5. So the division and then the 5 must be on the bottom. And if I could just squeeze it in there. There we go. So, according to mathematical rules, there must be something on the top. That's the x minus 2. So, I think this is the answer, right? The third answer choice is not correct because it does not have the 5 on the bottom, so that cancels that out. Okay, what do you think? Fun, right? Head on over to glazersguide.com where we have tons more practice and you guys are going to have tons of fun because you're going to be learning with us every step of the way. So head on over there. There's going to be a link in the bottom of the description if you're on YouTube watching this video, or you could click the link at the end of the video as well and it'll take you right there. All right? I hope you guys have a great day and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
For more practice and for more fun, go to glazersguide.com.
And for more practice and for more fun, come on, go to glazersguide.com.